Last month, I sold a house for $82,000 over the asking price. We listed the home for $899,000 on a Wednesday, and we were going to review offers on the coming Tuesday. But the property had so much demand that we had to move up the offer date to Friday. With 6 strong offers on the table, my clients accepted a firm offer for $981,000. Now, was this a one-off property that has such huge demand, or has the market really bounced back? Hey everyone, it's Gourav Khatri, and I help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate all over the GTA. And today's video is about how the GTA real estate market performed in the month of April 2023. But before we get started, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to keep getting regular updates to all my latest videos. Now let's get started. Sales. The spring of 2023 is off to a great start. In the month of April, the Toronto Real Estate Board reported 3,448 detached home sales, which is only 3% lower compared to last year. When it comes to townhouses, the sales have dropped by 10%, but there has been no drop in sales for condo apartments. This is a strong indication that the sales are recovering to where they were last year. However, the biggest drop has been in semi-detached homes, where the sales were down by 21% compared to last year. Even though the sales of the condo apartments remain the same, they still take the longest to sell. In general, you're looking at an average of 22 days on the market. On the other hand, detached, semi-detached, and townhouses sell much quicker with an average of 11 to 14 days on the market, which is still higher than what it was last year, but that number is getting lower by the day. If you compare to the month before, we're seeing an average of 10% increase in sales and 15% drop in the average days on market. For the month of April as a whole, TREB reported 7,531 residential sales, which is the lowest ever reported for the month of April in the last 19 years. Well, actually the lowest was in April 2020 when we had COVID lockdowns, but that doesn't really count. Prices. Along with sales, there has also been a recovery in prices. The prices are still not where they were last year, but we're getting close. The average sale price of a detached home in the GTA was $1,489,000. For semi-detached, it was $1,135,000. Townhouses were $986,000, and condos sold for an average of $724,000. These prices on an average are 8 to 10% lower than where they were last year, except for townhouses. Townhouses have had the highest recovery when it comes to prices, which were only 3% lower when you compare to last year. However, if you compare to the month before, the prices have actually increased by 3 to 5%. In spite of the sales being down, interest rates and inflation being high, the average sales price of homes reported in the month of April remains the second highest ever. The highest was in April 2022, which was last year. We still haven't seen pre-pandemic prices yet. By the way guys, if you're loving all the information that I've provided so far, please make sure to like this video by giving me a quick thumbs up, and make sure to share this video with anyone thinking about buying or selling real estate in the GTA. Now let's talk about new listings. It's hard to fathom why prices are still increasing in spite of the sales being so low. The missing ingredient here is new listings. The number of new listings reported for the month of April has been the lowest ever in the last 22 years, except for April 2020, which was mainly due to lockdowns. There are 3 key reasons why the listings are so low right now. Number 1, property prices have dropped since last year, and sellers don't want to sell at lower prices unless they absolutely need to. Number 2, a lot of property owners locked in the lower mortgage interest rates at 3 and 5 years, and if they sell now, they would have to pay a higher interest rate for the new purchase. Number 3, sellers don't want to sell unless they can find a decent home to purchase, and sellers can't find a home to purchase due to low inventory. So this has put us in a bit of a catch-22. Even though sellers don't want to sell their homes right now, the demand for housing is still pretty high. The demand was there before too, but the buyers were just watching the mortgage rates carefully. Once the Bank of Canada decided to put a pause on any future increase in rates, the buyers jumped back in. A lot of these buyers are immigrants that moved to Canada a few years ago and have now saved up enough money to be able to afford a home. Additionally, people starting families, millennials, and Gen Z have also entered the race to become homeowners. That's why the housing demand has been fueled by a lot of first-time homebuyers. And we all know what happens when the demand is high but the supply is low. The prices increase. Market activity. The way the current market is, any home listed under $1 million is selling pretty fast, with multiple offers. My last listing had so much demand that we had an average of 10 to 12 showings being booked daily. The reason being, as soon as your purchase is $1 million and above, you need at least 20% down payment, and most first-time buyers don't have that kind of money lying around. Any purchase below $1 million only needs 5 to 7.5% down payment, which is still attainable. A growing trend I'm seeing in this market is the demand for homes with rentable basement. Buyers still want to buy a home, but due to the high interest rates, they can't really afford the monthly mortgage payments. And to supplement those payments, they look for homes that can provide them with an additional income. Properties that are listed above $1.5 million are still selling, but they're taking much longer to sell. A lot of these homes are not even getting any bidding wars, and in fact, some of these homes are even selling under the asking price. Now let's be realistic. A $1.5 million home will need at least $300,000 down payment, with an average monthly mortgage of $7,000. Right now, not a lot of people can or want to cough up that kind of money. Another reason why sellers are not entering the market right now is because they don't want to compete with multiple offers when they have to purchase. This whole selling over the asking price situation is still pretty new for a lot of property owners. However, if you are someone that wants to capitalize on this crazy demand, I've created a 12-step guide to help you with the process of selling your home for top dollar. In this guide, I provide detailed information about how you can prepare and market your home to get maximum exposure and come out the other end with a winning smile. Make sure to comment down below and I will send it over. Predictions. Spring is generally a busy market due to the milder weather. Also, if you purchase your home in the spring, you can have a summer closing, which means you can settle into your new house right before the beginning of the school year. In the summer, buyers and sellers are less interested in purchasing or selling homes due to holidays. Purchasing a home in the summer can also mean you get a closing in the fall, which can disturb the beginning of the school year. Hence, I think the month of May will still be busy along with June, and then from July, it may just be a steady market. In spite of being busy, I feel that in the summer of 2023, the price increases and the demand for housing may just level off. If the Bank of Canada does decide to increase rates one last time in the summer, then that may force some property owners on variable mortgages to come out and sell because they will not be able to afford the monthly payments anymore. In fact, there are already a lot of speculative property owners that bought at the peak of the market and now have a variable mortgage rate of 6.5%. Some of them are already not able to afford their monthly mortgage payments. It's only a matter of time before they have no other option but to sell. These numbers and trends are of the Greater Toronto market in general. If you want to have a deeper understanding of your market, then let's have a chat. My details are down below and also on the next screen.